Hi, this session is presented by iDream Bio. In this session, we will talk about botany objective approach for NEET. Confidence is the key for success. Yes, without confidence, we can't do anything. So let me start the question number 1. The simplistic uptake of mineral ions. Mineral ions. This is the surface of the soil. From the root development, from the region, there are numerous root hairs or arrays. The root hairs absorbs water and minerals from the soil. The absorption is done by a diffusion process. Diffusion. Now the substances like water and minerals will be present in the outermost layer of the root. They need to transport to the centrally located region is a xylem by two methods, simplest method and apoplast method. So let me explain. This is the cell of the region in the epidermis. These are the cells in the cortical regions, cortex. The cells endodermis, pericycle, ultimately xylem will be there. So what are the substances like water and minerals will be there here. They need to transport through the cell membrane into one cell, into two, three, like a through the cell membrane into the cytoplasm, again through the cell membrane into the cytoplasm. Like this is a cytoplasmic strands. They connect one cell to the another cell, adjacent cells. The cytoplasmic strands are nothing but a plasmodesmata. Through the plasmodesmata, these substances ultimately reach to the xylem. This is the method of simplest. As it need to crosses the cell membrane, so it is a slow process. Even it is required ATP energy, so that is a active transport. Yes, options are, is energy independent process? No, it is energy needed, so it is a wrong option. Is a slow process? Yes, correct option. Involves uptake of ions in outer space. Involves uptake of ions through the cell wall, outer space or intercellular space. The concept is a apoplast method. Apoplast. So it is not an answer. Occurs only through diffusion, not only diffusion, osmosis is needed. So answer is a second. Go for next question. G0 phase. Let me draw about the cell cycle. This is the cell cycle. It is M phase, G1 phase, S phase, G2 phase. This is M phase. So mostly some cells in adult animals do not exhibit division, even in case of heart cells, muscle cells or nerve cells, and many other cells divide only occasionally when cell division is needed. In this case, these cells, for example, this is a cell, this does not require the cell division. Now it is a participated in the G1, it move for some time in the G1, and these cells come out from the G1, so they exit from the G1 phase. Now this stage is a G0. G0 is a inactive phase or a quiescent phase, but G0 is a metabolically active one. So G0 is a metabolically active. And go to the G2 phase. So to cross check the process, this process continues properly or not, there will be three checkpoints are there. Checkpoint number 1 at G1 phase, checkpoint 2 at G2 phase, and checkpoint 3 in between of the G2 and M. For example, 1, 2, 3. The checkpoint at G2 phase, it cross check, it check whether DNA properly replicated or not in the S phase. So G2 phase related to second checkpoint. And metaphase, in the metaphase, all the chromosomes that align on equatorial plate. For example, let me use, this is the chromosomes, all the chromosomes are aligned at equatorial plate. So these are connected by the, yes, this is the centriole. From the centriole, spindle fibers are attached to the kinetochore, spindle fibers, like all the chromosomes are aligned on equatorial plate. This is the metaphase. So metaphase is related to alignment of chromosomes at the equator. Next, anaphase. Before going to tell anaphase, we need to think about metaphase 1. Metaphase 1 is a subphase in the meiosis 1 division. In the metaphase, homologous pairs of the chromosomes, like this is a one pair, the pair is a homologous chromosomal pair are aligned on equatorial plate. Yes, see the same centrioles, spindle fibers are attached. Again centriole, spindle fibers are attached. Now this is the chromosomal homologous pair is aligned in the region. What is the region? Equatorial. So region, center, aligned in the center, so equatorial plate. After the metaphase, in the next stage, the two pair of chromosomes gets separated, like one will be here and one will be here. This is the stage of anaphase, like one anaphase. So in the anaphase 1, homologous chromosomes of the pair gets separate. There will be no splitting of the chromosomes and no interzonal fibers are formed. So comparing to the metaphase 1, pair of chromosomes are aligned in the equatorial region, but in the anaphase 1, the pair gets separated. There will be no splitting of the centromere. So answer is anaphase 1 is a disjunction of the chromosomes, so 1. So our answer is a 3. We will go for next question. Deficiency of which of the following element will appear first in Walder-Pot? So the elements, based on the mobility, the mineral elements, two categories elements are elements which one actively mobilized. Examples, actively mobilized common example as for NCERT: magnesium, nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus. Even the immobile, so these are immobile examples are calcium and sulfur. So these are both are immobile cases. So what about this is the diagrammatic representation, the structure. This is the Walder leaf. It is not a written bull, so I want to write Walder leaf. This is the structure is a younger leaf. So for example, whenever the magnesium, nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus, for example phosphorus will be here in the substance. If the younger leaves is required the phosphorus requirement, the phosphorus as the nature of the actively mobilized, immediately phosphorus break down from the substance and it is transported to the younger leaf immediately. So now in that case, younger leaf, old leaf gets affected first and it shows the symptoms of deficiency of the phosphorus. So in this case, first symptoms appeared in the old leaf. If it is a mobile, means for example I want to utilize write is a, for example calcium and sulfur will be here. They are immobile, they cannot go to move immediately to the younger part. So that is the reason younger part shows the symptoms of calcium and deficiency symptoms of the calcium and sulfur. So as per that our answer is a P, that is a third option. Next question. Which of the following provides useful information of the names of various species found in an area? So very interesting question also, which was, so botanical garden, these are the taxonomical aids. One of the taxonomical aid is a botanical garden. In botanical garden, collection of the living plants, here is a living plants, very important source of collection of the living plants. And museum, it is a collection of the preserved plants as well as animal specimens. Preserved plants and animal specimens. Even the monographs, it contain information of any one taxon only. It has only information of any one taxon. So it is not answer. What about the manuals? Manuals, they provide information for identification of the names of species found in a particular area. So answer will be a second option. Go to the question number next. Yes, a dihybrid cross expected to produce 10% of recombination of the gametes. So gametes are 10% of recombinants. So let me use about the homozygous dominant. For example, parental generation is a capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B. Homozygous dominant as a, small b, small b, homozygous recessive. It produces capital A, capital B. There are 4 kinds of the gametes. That is a 4 same kind of 4 gametes are produced. Here is also small a, small b. They are a 4 kinds. These are a same kind of 4 gametes are formed. So crossing is capital A, capital B, small b. So this is a F1 generation. The F1 generation is a selfing. By selfing of F1 generation, what about the gametes proportion? Let me simple key is a 10% recombinants. What about recombinant? Capital A, capital B, it is a parental. Small a, small b is a parental. Capital A, small a is a recombinant. Even that capital B, small b, recombinant. Now you let me check. First option is a recombinant is a 10 no, 10 no. So 20% recombination. Our answer question is a 10%. So recombinant 5%, recombinant 5%. So 10%. What about A? 45 is a parent, 45 is a parent. So parental combinations are a 90%, 10% are a recombinant gamete. So answer will be a 2. So without doing the calculation, simply we can guess the answer. Right, we will go for the next question. Bacteria and fungi are. So what about bacteria and fungi are? Bacteria is a prokaryotic individual. Fungi is a eukaryotes. But chemoautotropic is noticed in the bacteria. Chemoautotropics are nothing but they oxidize the substance like a nitrate, ammonia, and use the released energy for ATP production. So chemoautotrope is related to the bacteria and symbiote, but individually fungi is associated to the algae and produce about the lichens. So symbiote, but both that does not act as a symbionts, but having amino sugar in their cell wall. What about amino sugar? Amino sugar is nothing but hydroxyl group replaced with amino group. For example, if it is a fungi, the fungi cell wall is a chitin, made up of chitin. The chitin, main composition of the chitin is a N-acetyl glucosamine. For example, in the bacteria, bacteria. In the bacteria cell wall composition is NAZ. NAZ is nothing but same N-acetyl glucosamine and NAM. N-acetyl muramic acid. N-acetyl muramic acid. So what about bacteria and fungi? Common character is a having of amino sugar. So answer will be 4. We will go for next question. Biplazellate protists. So protists can be categorized into what about as per NCERT? Chrysophytes, dinoflagellates, euglenoids, protozoans, and slime molds. But biplazellate, placella are 2 placella having of individual. Chrysophytes are in the floating features of the sea. They are a primary source for food in the aquatic region. So they do not have any placella. Dinoflagellates, let me draw the diagram of best example. Goniolax. So this is the structure of the Goniolax. Goniolax have a 2 placella. So one placella is a longitudinally, one placella is a transversely. So this is the structure of Goniolax. So one placella, this is the transversely, one placella transversely, and another one is a longitudinally. So 2 placella they have. So B is the answer. And euglenoids, euglena also having of the 2 placella. This is the structure of euglena. One smaller placella and one longer placella. So euglenoids. Protozoans are a ciliated protozoans, amoeboid, flagellated. So that does not have 2 placella. And slime molds is a fungal nature. No placella we find in the slime molds. So answer is a dinoflagellates and euglenoids. So BC only have 2 placella. First option is the answer. Go for next question. If 20 joules of energy is trapped at producer. So plant is a producer. And how much energy will be available in the peacock? So it is a prime trophic level 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 trophic levels are there. It is a producers, primary consumers, secondary consumers, or tertiary consumers. In the plant level, so I want to wipe this to write the answer. Just wait. Yes, I have wiped it. So in the plant level, what about 20 joules of energy is available? As for 10% law, in the next level, second trophic level, there is only 2 joules of energy, and then 0.2 joules of energy, and ultimately fourth trophic level is a 0.02 joules of energy. So answer will be a first option. We'll go for next question. Thallus, which is a distinguished into the hold fast, stipe, and frond. So you notice Ulothrix, yes, Ulothrix, Volvox, Oedogonium, 3 are belongs to the Chlorophyceae. For identification simple, I have a code is a CH cube sun volume. All CH cube sun, for example, CH cube sun volume. So based on this volume of the sun, the capability of the photosynthesis is decided. So I kept the code for the Chlorophyceae. So CH cube means a Chara, Chlamydomonas, and Chlorella. Sun volume Spirogyra, Ulothrix. U is a strikeout, and Volvox. So what about the Ulothrix? Is Ulothrix as well as the Oedogonium, they are a filamentous structures. Filamentous, they are attached to the substratum. As per NCERT, what about the laminaria? Fun saladi ectocarpus is called. Fun saladi ectocarpus is my favorite food material. So this is a fun saladi. Fu is a fucus. N is a strikeout. SA sargassum. LA laminaria. DI dictyota, and ectocarpus. So these algae are brown algae. So brown algae. So brown algae that have the body is a distinguished into hold fast to stipe, frond, hold fast that helps the attach to the substratum. So answer will be a 4. Next question. So no need to explain the question is a Atlas 66 as per NCERT. Atlas 66 is a variety of wheat variety. Is not a yes wheat variety. Wheat is the answer. Go for next question. Find incorrect statements. Bryophytes are heterosporous. No, heterosporous condition is appeared first in the Pteridophyta. So instead of the heterosporous, homosporous is a suggestible. Homosporous known means it is a producing of the same similar kind of the spores. Spores are similar. Simply spores are similar. If it is heterosporous means spores are 2 categories, macrospores or microspores. So bryophytes are homosporous, not a heterosporous. So that is the reason the statement is incorrect. This is a incorrect statement. Pteridophytes are a first true vascular plants. Yes, xylem and phloem, that is noticed in the Pteridophyta, right statement. Spermatophytes means a seed bearing plants like a gymnosperms, angiosperms. They form endosperm in their seeds, right? They have a endosperm, but in the gymnosperm, the state of the endosperm is a haploid, but in the angiosperm, the state of the endosperm is a triploid condition. So this is also right statement. Sex organs are absent in the gametophyte. Gametophyte means a haploid condition. Basically, sex organs are present in the where sporophyte. Sporophyte is a diploid condition. For example, mango is an angiosperm. Root, stem, leaf. These are a diploid condition. Diploid condition of the individual that produce of the sex organs. So sex organs are absent in the gametophyte. Right statement. What is the right? Sex organs are present in sporophyte is the right. So this is a sex organs are absent in gametophyte of the. So right statement absent. But sex organs are present in the sporophyte of angiosperm. Okay. this is right. So wrong option is only first one, but the question is incorrect. Incorrect means our answer will be a first one is the answer. We'll go for next question. How many codons would be represented in the following oligonucleotide if code is a overlapping? Let me read. So it was in the compressed data. Just I want to write some words. Wait students. A U Z C C A U U G G C A. How many nucleotides? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are 12 nucleotides which are present on mRNAs. 12 nucleotides. Simple formula is a 12 minus 2. What about the number of the nucleotides? So subtract the value is a 2. The answer will be a 10. 10 codons will be formed. Let me write what about the first one is what about AUZ. AUZ. 1 codon. This is overlapping asking. And the next one UGC. UGC. Next one GCC. GCC. Next one CCA. CCA. Next one CCA over CAU. CAU. Next one AUU. AUU. And then UUG. UUG. And then UGG. UGG. And then GGC. GGC. And finally is a GCA. GCA. What about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are a 10 codons. When we write by overlapping situation, there are a 10 codons. Without overlapping, how many codons? 1, 2, 3, 4 codons. So whatever it may be, the number of the nucleotides minus 2, that is a answer. When the condition is a overlapping, I am saying. So right answer is a fourth option is a correct answer. Go to the next question. Untrue about the bulb of onion. Onion, the scientific name of the onion is a Allium cepa onion. So let me draw the diagram of onion is. This is the aerial part of the structure of onion. So this is the stem. The stem is a discoid. From the stem there are a cluster of roots are produces. Above the stem there are leaves which are present. These are stored leaves as well as some the scaly leaves are notices. Let me read these statements. Stem is a discoid, does not store food. Yes, this is a right. Discoid does not store food materials. Untrue. One second. Right. And second one. Perform vegetative propagation is also correct. And leaf base store food and succulent. Leaf base store food and succulent. Leaf base is a store. This is the leaf base. The stored leaves they store food materials. This is correct statement. And succulent. This is not a succulent. Perform CAM metabolism. CAM metabolism is a present in the succulent xerophytes. Like example is a which present in the succulent xerophytes. Xerophytes. CAM metabolism means a crassulation acid metabolism. Succulent, it present in the succulent xerophytes. Examples like cacti, opuntia. These are examples. But what about onion? Onion is not a xerophyte. Onion is a mesophyte. So this statement is not a suggestible. Is a wrong statement. Belongs to the Liliaceae. Yes, it belongs to Liliaceae family and produce Scapaceous umbel. Yes, whenever we notice the inflorescence, umbel inflorescence, umbel belongs to the racemose inflorescence, which is having up the stack. This is a short-tended floral axis. From the short-tended floral axis, from the common point, all the flower stacks having of equal length 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that are arranged like a umbrella. So this is the short-tended floral axis, but these are the flower stack. equal length of the flower stack that are arranges from the common point that are arranges. So this is the also right statement, but the question is a untrue, which is a false. So third option is a false. Answer is a third one. Go to the next question. Active transport differs from facilitative transport in. Good question it was. Active transport different. Yes. Active transport and facilitative diffusion. Both two required cell membranes. Special membranes is a, for example, this is a active transport and facilitated transport. But in the both two cases, required special membrane proteins are needed. Membrane proteins needed. Membrane, cell membrane. That is a cell membrane is nothing but a plasma membrane. Proteins are needed. So this is a needed. This is a needed. When the protein membrane is a needed, means this process is a highly selectable. So both are highly selectable. Highly selectable. And then when the proteins which are participated in this process, means the process is a completely saturates. The transportation process is a saturates. The saturates that depends upon the participation of the number of the proteins in the cell membrane. So three statements also supports active statement. But what about the uphill transport? Uphill transport means a low concentration to the higher concentration. Low to high concentration substance. Yes, we use active transport. Active transport is uphill transport. Uphill is nothing but a low concentration to movement is a low concentration to high concentration. Facilitated transportation is a downhill transport. Downhill means movement of substances from the high concentration to low concentration. This is only, so active transport differs from, it is a active transport is a uphill transport. Except these all are same. So the answer will be having of uphill transport. But remaining this one, these three statements satisfy the both two conditions. That means 1, 2, 3 statements are a common for the both active transport and facilitative transport. But the fourth one, that was a different from the facilitative transport. So answer will be a fourth option. Next question. All spermatophytes statement. All spermatophytes having of the placentation. Spermatophytes are nothing but a seed bearing plants. Yes, they show placentation. But what about no? Spermatophytes means a gymnosperms or angiosperms. Gymno and angio. But placentation is a nothing but arrangement of the ovules within the ovary. That is a placentation. But what about that? There is a, in the gymnosperms no ovary. Angiosperm ovary is a present. Ovary is a present means placentation is a supports. But gymnosperms placentation does not take place. So wrong statement. All flowers show aestivation. Aestivation is a nothing but arrangement of the sepals or a petals in a floral bud is a aestivation. But some exceptions are there, these conditions. For example, echlamidious flowers do not show aestivation. They do not have sepals and petals. The condition of the flowers are echlamidious flowers means flowers have no sepals and petals. So sepals and petals are absent means aestivation is not a suggestible. So which is also wrong statement. So both are a wrong. So go to the second option is the answer. Second option. Right, we will continue the remaining questions in the next session. Thank you, students.